episode is nothing but dismay, so look away, look away, look away.
Go Warner is forced to watch bad movies. He tries to review them to make himself happier with a plan that's not quite awful. It's amazing how he tries to live right through it. It's amazing how a person like yourself would even want to view it.
Just look away, look away. There's nothing but horror and inconvenience on the way. Ask any stable person, should I watch, and they will say, look away, 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 look away.
The Emoji Movie, which had came out a little bit a while ago, and well, for a certain anyway, we're reviewing this because apparently Amanda was my camera star over here has been forced to watch the Emoji Movie when she was at camp, so she had to like watch the movie. She really had no choice, so yeah. It was like the only time we could get a movie like at the time where she was at camp and all. So she told me exactly what the movie was like, and we wrote it down somewhere. And now I'm gonna review it for you guys. Okay, so let's get a move on. So the story. The movie starts like this. Jean has more than one emotion. Like, each emoji has more than one feeling or whatever it is. Like, poop is supposed to act like poop. And Jean is just, I don't know, multiple. So he's just kind of different from everybody else. That's basically the whole gist right there. And then we got a different story with Alex, who is this kid who owns the phone with the emojis inside of it. And he isn't interested in this girl that he likes, so he has to like I don't know, try to impress her or something like that. I don't know. There's that story going on, and then there's like this character named Smiler. She is a very scary woman, very scary thing. Anyway, we'll talk about her later, but I just want to say she's after Jean because he's different and he wants to destroy him, like delete him or whatever you want to call it. He's trying to destroy him. And then Jean runs away and he goes to this place where he can be himself. He calls it a cloud along with a few friends like Jailbreak, High Five, and all that stuff. So they go on this adventure to go to a cloud where they can be themselves and all that stuff. And while they're doing that, his parents follow him to help him out and all that stuff. And that's basically the story from there. The animation. The animation is not bad, really, really, I think there are worse movies with bad animation than this. Anyway, the animation is still not great. There still are things in it that are not right. I think it may be a bit way too cartoony in a way. It's ugly, like Poop, High Five, and how the characters have less clothes. Yeah, it seems like the only characters that have clothes are the humans and most of the girl emojis have clothes. And to me, I think it looks very weird and very lazy, I have to say. Very lazy. It doesn't really make any sense. like, it doesn't really do much for the character. Maybe if you gave it some more clothing, maybe if you made them a little bit meatier sized, it probably would be good. Because their heads, they kind of look big and kind of look weird in a way where you can't even look at them. So, yeah, it just feels lazy and just not good enough for the film. But the humans are okay, I guess. So, I think they could have done the humans a little bit better, but I think they're okay for who they are. But I think if you made them a little bit better, like, I think some of them are a little bit too roundish and a little bit too big. They're mostly like the emojis, really, if you think about it. If you shrunk down their bodies a little bit, I don't know. I don't think the humans look great either. I think they should have been done a little bit better. But neither way, I guess they're okay. As for the backgrounds, they don't look that nice either. And the fact that the backgrounds don't even look like a phone at all. Some of the apps don't even look like they belong to the phone. Like Just Dance belongs on Xbox, not a phone. And one more thing, the app for when you have to text, it doesn't look like anything like the one we use on our phone often. It doesn't really look like anything like our phones at all. It just doesn't look realistic enough. It doesn't even look believable now that we're looking at our phones. It looks more like something else, like something that's totally different from what we have. It just doesn't seem right. The background doesn't seem right. That's all I gotta say. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem believable enough. So, there you go. Now, let's talk about the characters. The first one we're going to talk about is the main character, Gene. He's kind of okay and standard. He's kind of a standard main character. Not really much of a bad character per se. He's kind of okay in his character way. I just feel like it's just too much of the same with other characters like Wreck-It Ralph and other characters like that, where he has a different personality besides the rest of the gang. I just feel like they should have done something different to him a little bit. It's more of a ripoff of the rest of the characters that have already been done already, and it's ridiculous that they have to do that. They have to make something original, not something the same. So it's just not fair. Not fair. So that's pretty much Gene right there for you. You're gonna talk about Jailbreak. Now, she's a very interesting character because she's pretty much okay for the most part. She's pretty much your average girl who wants to be a herself. Like it's like in the Disney princess movies, mostly a girl that wants to be more than what she is. She's more of a boyish kind of princess. Like, she has the personality of a boy. She's more of a tomboyish kind of character in a way. So, she's okay, I guess. It's just that she's kind of useless in the scenes. I just wish that they'd done more with her a little bit. Sometimes she's like, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but mostly what she does is mostly pointless. Sometimes it's just pointless, and then it turns out to be something that's kind of crazy and everything. So I kind of think it's just kind of pointless for her sometimes. But she's okay, I guess. Just an okay character. Not the best, but she's okay. Now, I'm going to move on to the character Alex. He's a very good character in the show, surprisingly enough, because he's the only one who wants to erase the phone. And he actually hates the phone, as all of us do. And we kind of relate to that guy because we are not here to see this Emoji Movie, are we? No, and he wants to erase the phone, so yeah. So he's kind of on our side. So he's kind of like my favorite character of the whole movie. The ending might be a reason why you should hate him, because he decided to keep his phone the way it is. But I think I can accept that because I don't think it's his fault. I think it's more of the director's fault because, it's movie. You gotta make it a happy ending, I guess. Yeah. Let's move on to Poop right about now. He's not a very good character. Now, this is kind of weird having this kind of character in a movie because he's just gross. He's okay, I guess. He's not even, surprisingly enough, he's hardly in the movie at all. But this is one of the problems in the movie that is really crazy because they have actual poop in the movie, which is ridiculous and it's just gross. I mean, and not to mention people are actually eating popcorn in the movie theater, and they get a picture of poop. So that you got that. So it's not the character that's wrong. It's more like he's more of a just okay, but yet the way he looks does not look good. Okay, we're gonna move on to Gene's parents. Gene's parents are like one of the worst characters in the movie, which is because of the fact that they don't really help that much. They just help the story along. They don't really do much in the movie. They do try, but it doesn't really come off pretty well. Sometimes they come off rude and selfish, and sometimes they come out heroic and nice parents, and sometimes they don't. It's kind of weird. Most of the time, they're kind of jerks. They don't deserve, and I don't think Gene deserves to have parents like this at all. Despite the fact that he's different, they want to just put him away and never be used on the phone. But Gene really wants to be on the phone. They could have worked something out. They try. Parents are supposed to help support their kids' dreams. That's what I'm trying to say here, and they're not really good parents. That's all I gotta say. They're just not really good parents at all. Not really good parents. And believe it or not, I don't think they were good character suggestions at all. Because, really, I think Gene could have worked out better without parents. And, well, I just think it's crazy that he should have parents. I mean, like, they're just boring, and you can't even tell if they're having expressions or not because they're always being a meh the whole time, and you can't even express with them. It can't be believable because they're just meh. It's just not fair. I just think they're just not really good parents. As for High Five, he's okay. His animation doesn't look so great. And sometimes he can get on your nerves with all the eating and everything, like we get it. But he's okay. He's not really a bad character at all, really. He's more of your likable Patrick character. But I think Patrick might be better for SpongeBob than him. Overall. Yeah, this was okay. Not bad. You know, it's not a bad movie, the Emoji Movie. It's kind of not bad. If you watch it, it's okay. Probably not the best movie in the world. I think there might have been worse movies, but it's one of those movies you might want to just forget about. It's not meant to be mentioned anymore in our lives. It's a movie that's kind of meant to be watched once and then forgotten at the last minute. It's one of those movies. So it's kind of just okay. This movie is not good at all. It's not good.